Hello boys and girls, welcome to the video on determiners. This is new, but before we talk about the new material, let's review last week. We were studying prepositions. Remember, we did that out on my front porch. The birds were chirping, so let's review that to see if you remember that. Remember, prepositions are words in a sentence that show location, time, or direction. And you remember I had a sentence with everybody's name in it, maybe some sentences that had two names in it, if you were able to watch that. Some of these can be used in the same place, like above is a location word, and it can also be direction. Below, behind, there are lots of other location words, but those are just three location words that are prepositions. Then there are some time words like during and while. There are others, but those are just two for an example, like during recess, we will play outside. While Miss Lanier was talking, I was listening. The mouse was behind the trap. The Kleenex fell below the chair. The tape is above the board or on top of the board. And then there are some direction ones, such as from and toward, like I am coming from the gym to my class. I am going towards the cafeteria. Those are all preposition words. And remember, preposition shows location, time, or direction. So let's talk about our new material today. You know, we studied prepositions last week, and before that we did nouns and verbs. But today we're doing determiners. So here's our word that we're working on today, determiners. Determiners is just a fancy word, and I wish we could give it an easier word, but we call them determiners for words that are articles and demonstratives. Now I know you're like, Miss Lanier, you are throwing a lot of fancy words. I have no idea what they are, but it's very simple. A determiner, there are three articles, and those words are a, an, and the. So anytime you see the word a, an, and the in a sentence, it's an article. And that's part of the determiner category. So you see I've got my little web here going down. Determiners are articles and demonstratives. Fancy word for articles, a, an, and the. Demonstratives, really big word. All that is, demonstratives are words like this, that, these, and those. There are no other words that make up these categories. So if you can remember, articles are these words in a sentence, a, an, and the, and demonstratives are this, that, these, and those. And so most of the time you can listen to a sentence and know which one to plug in, but we're going to go over that next. So give me a second. So I have a few sentences this time. I'm using some of our teachers and teacher assistants in our sentences today. And right now we're looking at articles. We're going to try to pick out the a, an, and the words. That'll be very easy for us. So here we have Miss Weed. Miss Weed ate an ice cream cone. And I'm looking for a, an, or the. Oh look, I've got the word an. That is called an article. It's part of the determiner category. Let's see if I had put something else in there. Miss Weed ate a ice cream cone. That might have worked, but an is better. It sounds better. Miss Weed ate the ice cream cone. An is your best choice. Sometimes they're a little tricky trying to decide which one you should use, but here it was already picked out for you, and all you had to do was circle it. Let's look and see if we can find another article, either a, an, or the. In this sentence, we have about Mrs. Riddick. Mrs. Riddick walks to the park. I'm looking for a, an, or the. It looks like I have the. That's an article. Miss Riddick walks to the park. Let's do this one. Mrs. Kidd, she's a teacher assistant at our school. Mrs. Kidd owns a horse. We're looking for a, an, and the. I found a. So next, let's talk about demonstratives. So now let's talk about demonstratives. demonstratives, that's kind of hard to say, isn't it? Are 4 different words. This, that, these, and those. And I've got some more sentences here, and we're going to try to pick out our demonstratives. This, that, these, and those. Read it with me, please. This hat is too tight. Again, I'm looking for this, that, these, and those. This is a demonstrative. I picked it out. That tree is miles away. That is a demonstrative. These books are too heavy. These is a demonstrative. Those buildings are far away. Yeah, so I found one of each in there. I'm going to be sending home in the email a couple of worksheets, one on articles and one on demonstratives. It's always great, as always, to be with my favorite first graders. You guys have a great day. Bye.